YouTube? So I'm reacting to this short. It's a Polynesian guy's opinion about what he feels or how he feels about black people. So very, very bold and confident. Let's take a listen.
Have a long way to go in this country.
I don't like him on the fact that he's black. Absolutely not.
David?
Please.
And I knew this was going to come.
Please.
I don't like him because he's black. I don't like him.
You personally,
I never
David,
have,
you're so gonna say
and I never
this.
will.
What is it about black people that you don't like?
This ought to be good.
Yeah. I'm strapping in for this one.
Yeah, well, strap tight.
You might want to strap me in for
Strap
this.
tight.
Well, the thing is, based on the experience and the people I've worked with, where I come from, I'm sick and tired of people thinking, specifically I am mentioning black people, thinking we owe them something, that the world owes them something.
I do take that personally. I do think it's offensive. I mean, the only way that we're going to survive as a people is that we work together. That's sad, man.
I hate that black man's response. That was such a soft, fucking, corny response. As if we work together. That's why that man is bold enough to say that to your face. Because black men don't have real energy for these people anymore. 10 years ago, they probably wouldn't have. He probably would have said it still, because racism and this in America is nothing new. But they're getting very bold now in expressing their disdain and dislike for black people. But in response to how you could tell there was a little bit of a jealousy in the way that man was saying it. You don't like black people because he feels that we always act like the world owes us. That sounds like a man who is mad that nothing comes from Polynesia. Like, I heard that he was Polynesian. And his vibe, his demeanor, he just sounds like a man who has never been important in his life. A man who comes from a people who have never been, they're not significant. When's the last time you've thought about Polynesia? But you always hear of Africa, you always hear of black people, you always hear of white people, you hear of Asians, you'll even hear of Mexican people, but you don't hear of fucking Polynesians. Nigga, don't nobody give a fuck. Tiny little island in the middle of wherever the fuck y'all are. So that to me felt like what I got, or what I felt from him, was a man who was mad that these people, black people, have something to keep complaining about. What are you mad? Black people feel like people owe them something? No, black people are just mad because everything is ours, and yet it keeps getting stolen. Don't be mad that we're Africans and the entire world is ours. Don't be mad that we're black people and everything in this world belongs to us. Don't be mad at that shit. Fucking glare is messing. Don't be mad at that. Because that's what I felt when he was speaking. It's not a legitimate dislike. It was just, you're mad at these people's you're mad at these people's place and positioning in life. Because only people who have things that have been taken, you're not gonna hear the end of it. Everything feeding and funding this world right now is on the back of Africans. America, the witchcraft of this place, the money of this place, the money in Great Britain, all this was stolen from African land. So yes, innately, even if black people are innately, we are aware of our strength. We are aware of our greatness. So excuse us if, and it is our strength and on our wealth and our resources that has continuously and is continuously being stolen and spread to the world. Africa is feeding the entire world in one way or another, but yet, how is Africa being fed? That's a big issue. So to sit here and be like, oh, you don't like black people because we feel like the whole world owes us something. Yeah, bitch, because it kind of does. Because it kind of does. He has no problem. I bet you he has no problem with white people who have gone on in this world with the worst mentality. He's mad that black people feel that the world owes us something. What about white people who have acted on the fact that they don't just think the world owes them something? They have positioned themselves to be these world-leading entities that the world must obey. Black people, you say we think the world owes us? No, white people think they own the world. He's sitting there in the midst of all these white people that have destroyed and taken over the entire world by force.